Hello, welcome to the 18th Climate Change Awareness Rally in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. It is April 26, 2019. The weather is 57 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is downpours and then spitting rain, and then right now we're in between, so it's not raining at all, which is a good thing for me. I expect thunderstorms though before I'm done here. The rain and everything is indicative of the climate change going on throughout the world. You can be experiencing heat, drought, deluges, cold weather, hot weather. Essentially, though, the word climate change means the climate is changing. So, we need to do something about this situation, and America, by far, is the most responsible for the situation that's going on now, and they're the least ones to attack the issue. So, I apologize to the rest of the world for our country, and apologies aren't good enough, but we're really backwards as a country, is recognizing what's going on. Again, there's no one else out here for the Climate Change Awareness Rally, as usual, and this is the 18th one. So my wife and I have had one visitor once for one rally out of 18. So it's really pitiful. Presently, by the way, we're over in Chambersburg today shopping for trees, and we got some trees. But, we were talking to a checkout guy, and he was obviously a right-winger over there, because Chambersburg, PA tends to have all, conservative-minded, so-called conservative-minded people there. And, we were just standing there, and he's like, man, the farmers can't get in the fields, they can't plow, they can't do anything. And, I wanted to take it to another level and say, why do you think this is happening? Because he was saying, this summer will be bad, they won't be able to plow at all, and then they won't be able to get any food out of the ground and everything. And you want to take it to another level and, say, why is this happening, or what do you think's going on? But if you mention the word climate change, he'll say it's a hoax, even though he just proved his own point by saying how the farmers can't get in the fields anymore. So, people are on the same page, whether you're Democrat or Republican. They're noticing something is happening. But as soon as you mention certain keywords, they tend to believe it's a political issue rather than a survival issue. Presently, the CO2 level has been 414 parts per million, 414.48, which is the fourth highest on record. And other three highest on record have been this year as well, in the last month. So 414, and the survivability is 350 parts per million. For humans on Earth. There's a 10 to 20 year time lag between temperature and the CO2 level. So if 350 is the highest we could absolutely go, and we're at 414, we're in an absolutely dire situation. The Midwest is still flooding. You have Nebraska, Iowa, South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, all the way down the Mississippi River, which is doing horrible. Right now you have a Category 4 hurricane that's the second one now that has attacked, Mozambique and Zimbabwe in Africa, and my heart goes out to them, and we got to do something about this situation. You got 600 people that already died again in this one, and 1,000 died in the last one. So you got stream flooding, people are fighting for their very lives, and the United States is basically insulated from the situation presently. But I suspect this summer is going to be hell on earth for much of the United States, and this is going to be the summer that everyone awakes to climate change, and it won't be a good thing. And the bad thing is that, we don't have enough foresight to see that, just maybe that things are in disarray to the point that we're in a dire situation. It's not unique to the Democrats or Republicans. Republicans are the biggest deniers, but the Democrats deny by overt actions. You don't see any push by the Democratic Congress to the representatives to push through legislation and get on it every minute. I mean, we're in an absolute all-out war against climate change, and there's nothing being said other than a couple lip service ideas by people running for president. If your candidate for president, Republican or Democrat, is not talking about climate change every minute, then they shouldn't be your candidate. Your child is going to die if we keep up with this situation, and we're going to have trouble surviving past 6 years the way we're going. But, everyone says Ocasio-Cortez is such a outrageous left-winger and radical and whatever. Basically, she hasn't really suggested anything compared to what we need to do. We're in deep trouble as far as the society goes. we can expect severe consequences from throughout the world from heat, drought, deluges, food insecurity, and then you get feedback loops. You got the Arctic melting, the jet stream is shredded. Again, as you can tell by the flag on the square, it's not blowing, and occasionally it will when a storm comes in. But for the most part, day after day, there's not a push from the north or from the west. So it's hard to predict the weather anymore. So we're in a situation right now. It's a weird paradox we have going on. There's a sulfates in the air caused by dirty coal, so it's pollution in the air, and it's also causing CO2 increases in the atmosphere. So one thing is causing one thing. The CO2 is caused by pollutants in the air and burning of fossil fuels such as natural gas, which is methane, or oil, or anything else that's associated with fossil fuels. And then you have, hold on a second. So you have the fossil fuels with the CO2 burning, but then you also have dirty coal in the air, which is which puts sulfates in the air. But actually that's a good thing, because if we didn't have the pollution in the air and the air was totally cleaned up, we would accelerate in temperatures, I think up to 3 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure on that point. Could be 1 degree Celsius. Either way, it is near fatal condition for an immediate increase in temperature to our food production and survivability. So it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. We got to bring down the CO2 levels somehow, while at the same time keeping up the masking effect in the atmosphere. So we've gone past the point of no return, that it doesn't matter which solution you do now, it's going to cause an issue one way or the other. So, best thing we could do is stop spending all of our money on the military and trying to figure out how to blow up brown people around the world, and devote that money, and also through taxation, to solving this climate change issue. Quite literally, it doesn't matter if you're a Democrat, Republican, Independent, or Green Party, or whatever. We're all in deep trouble, and not just in the United States, but around the world. So you got many issues going on around the world. You have Iranian flooding. You had actual snowfall in Saudi Arabia. So you had flooding in Syria, Turkey. It's just the whole situation is in disarray. You have fires in Norway. You have fires in southern Sweden going on right now. So essentially, you all need to get out here and do something to help the situation out. This constant ignoring this situation, or too afraid to talk about it with your neighbors, isn't going to cut it. And I guarantee you this summer you wish you had done something and started doing something. It's too late to wait for the political election in 2020 for America. By then we'll be under the broiler, or some situation will have developed that it'll be uncontrollable, I suspect. So, you got to get on your politicians now, or throw out the whole system. I don't know what's going on, but there's no push either way. So let me take you on a little tour around the town right now, because as you can see, it's nothing but truck, car, truck, SUV, everything. I mean, it's crazy as to how busy this small town is. So hopefully next climate change rally will be 11 o'clock on next Friday, and I hope to see someone out here someday, and I hope the rest of the world, such as Europe, keeps up the good work. You guys are awesome. Australia, everywhere but here. So hang in there, and catch you next week. See you later. Bye.